If you want to learn how to totally dominate firefights in Escape from Tarkov, especially with a duo or trio, hopefully this video will help you out. I definitely don't claim to be anywhere near one of the best players of Tarkov, but I've played with a few of my friends enough that we've really sank into a rhythm, and sometimes we make really good plays and just totally dominate a fight. This is another one of our teaching tactics video where we take a look at a clip from our stream where we did a really good play and we kind of break down the elements of it so that you can learn how to get better in Escape from Tarkov. I'm Jessekazam. Welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. I stream Escape from Tarkov on Twitch. My link will be down below. I'd love to have you stop by and say hey. And if you like the video, think about dropping a like, commenting down below, or subscribing to the channel for more content like this. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive right in. So just like our Beyond the Grave videos, we'll watch the clip back in its entirety, and then we'll kind of go back and unpack everything in this fight. There's actually a surprising amount to unpack in this short little fight, but it was a really cool fight. We did record this. This was in a stream that happened before the 12.9 patch, but all of these principles still apply. And even just a few days in, you can come across people with some of the gear that we're rocking already. And we normally don't like to run around with like class 6 stuff, even towards the end of the wipe. So it's still a pretty good representation of stuff that you can learn and apply in firefights right now, even though it's the beginning of a wipe. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this clip and then go ahead and break it down.
Where's my bullets?
Man, that first raid.
That
first raid. Oh,
right
to the right. Another. I saw him. The one back here is so hurt, dude.
The guy's definitely dead.
I killed another one.
Alright, I'm pushing up behind this one.
Yeah, I'm on the wall. I'm on the wall. Yeah. That's me.
Yeah, I was shooting the body, making sure he's dead.
Give up, bears!
This guy right here. I killed this guy.
I was chasing his ass. Yep, he is a brief.
So that was a really fun fight. So we're just kind of moseying through woods. We're trying to get into some PvP, and a lot happens there. A lot of unspoken stuff between my teammate and I. And in this fight in particular, there's a term called violence of action that people use that kind of basically encompasses just like sheer aggression and confidence and just like dominance over a fight. And this was one of those situations where, because in the initial encounter, neither one of us really took a ton of damage, we both, because we've played together enough, kind of knew that the way to take this fight is to just aggress and constantly put pressure on them, because we were hitting at least a few decent shots on everyone we were seeing. So we knew that we were in the advantage there, and we didn't want to give them any time to heal or to do anything. So as we're kind of behind here, you see we both keep really tight comms. We both hear something to the right. So we're just saying to the right. We're trying to get each other's attention. We both call it. And we see this one guy peek out here. I know that I'm pretty exposed here, but I try to get a few good shots on him. You'll see that right there as I shoot, even though I'm a little exposed. And again, once I peek out from behind the tree, that both times, instead of the AD, burst, hold, left click spray, I stop and just try to go for quick shots. Now, this is something I've been working on a lot. It seems really counterintuitive because you're just kind of exposed. And of course, you always want to be getting to cover, but your aim is always so much tighter when standing still, when crouching, as opposed to just spamming A and D, moving left to right, and your gun's moving up and down, and then you're wasting your ammo, especially in a gun like the MP7, where it's high fire rate and only a 40-round mag. If I dump through 37 of my bullets, AD spamming, and my aim goes everywhere, I don't have enough bullets left to take the kill. I have to reload. So we initially spot them, and I try to get some good shots on them. I'm tracking him behind the tree. I kind of held that right side of the tree because I thought that he was going to peek it. So I'm not wasting ammo there. It's more of a suppression technique and a little bit of a pre-fire. I thought he was going to kind of take that peek, but now I am out of ammo. So I used the tree to kind of put some space in between us. Once again, I peek around the corner, and you can see me fighting a little bit with the recoil of the MP7 there. I probably could have peeked around the left side of the tree just to juke him a little bit, but for some reason, he didn't hit his shots. I thought I hit a good one on the top of his head, but I guess I missed. But I'm seeing all the blood that's back there on this wall, and I know that he knows he's not in a good position, so I know he's going to go for the retreat. And then as we're spraying this first guy down, we see right over here to the left, the second guy who, instead of peeking, looks like he's trying to connect with his other teammate. So as we're focused here, you can see this guy run across the screen right here. And we both say that there's another one, basically. So we're both keeping comms good and almost saying the same thing. We both say, hey, there's guys to the right. We're both like, hey, there's another. And once again, this is just kind of an unspoken thing. This is the more you play with a specific person or a specific group of people, you'll start to just kind of feel each other out. I'm rapping right. He's rapping left. So this guy that's looking like he's trying to connect with his other teammate, my teammate is going left and around, and he's going to try and get behind this guy. I know this guy is weak. I know that this guy is really struggling. He's been hit several times with all the blood. So right here, I try to throw a VOG kind of left where I think he's going to be running. But instead of peeking up over that hill, which would have been a bad idea because my head is the first thing that is exposed. If they're sitting on the other side just looking up at the hill, as I'm coming up over it, my head is the first thing exposed, and they obviously know we're here. So I don't want to do that. So I throw the VOG because I know it's a short fuse, and I think I can catch him while he's running away. And then I want to get to the wall, or at least close to the wall, to make sure that I've got a base covered. The closer I am to this wall, the more that I'm confident that nobody's going to shoot me from the right. Now, it's actually really interesting because that ended up paying off because there was somebody right here, which I had no idea. We never saw this guy. But we throw the VOG. We're moving up to the wall. And another quick thing about the nade, a lot of people in Tarkov throw nades way too high. I do this as well. Are throwing nades straight up in the air, and the arc will take it way past. And then a huge thing in Tarkov with nades is the roll. A lot of times, a grenade will hit the ground and explode in a completely different place because the roll is insane. So I try to throw it just enough to get over that hill and then move up to the wall. The nade blows up. I hear somebody grunt, and my teammate has fully wrapped around and eliminated this other guy and was calling that out to me. He's killed this guy. I'm pretty sure I killed this guy with the VOG. And as I'm checking, this guy is just absolutely terrified, and he just runs away. This was one of those things where as I was reviewing this clip to make this video, I wasn't sure why this guy didn't kill me because he probably could have gotten an earshot on me or something, or a face shot on me. And this goes back to that violence of action. Most likely, these guys were trying to figure out how many of us there were. They spotted two, but my teammate went deep left and started killing one of them. People were confusing their comms. You can see our comms between me and my duo are kept pretty quiet. We say right, and then we say, oh, there's another guy, and we just do our thing. He goes left, I go right, we push these guys. Most likely, obviously I wasn't in this guy's Discord call, but most likely this guy's calling out that he's hurt. This guy's calling out that he's running to the wall to try to get there. I threw a VOG. They're probably calling out that there's a grenade. Then my teammates start shooting at this guy, and this guy's probably like, I'm getting shot. And this guy who looks lower geared is probably freaking out, and he's just trying to get to safety. And that's that violence of action where we didn't give them any time to communicate how many of us there were, where we were. Even if they did communicate where we were constantly moving. We were eliminating them one at a time. And this guy just wants to get to cover. He's probably hearing footsteps. He don't know whose is whose. And I eliminate this guy just completely in the back while he's running away. We're still trying to keep comms tight. We're still trying to figure out. Now it's like, hey, where are you? Where are you? My teammate instinctively just taunts. That wasn't like a taunt as like a screw you, I just owned you type thing. That was, he wants me to know where he is. That's something that we've been working on. Just the F1 regular taunt or whatever, which oftentimes after combat is really aggressive. But it's more about just letting each other know where we are. I jump to let him know that's me. He shoots this body to make sure that he's dead, not prone, because he kind of looks like he's prone. And then we're still in constant movement mode. I'm checking the body, and we're just like running back and forth. We take those few extra seconds to make sure that there isn't another one before we go to loot. I mean, I'm just running all over the place here to make sure, and then I go check this guy, and I get to pull a thermal M1A off this guy. So this was a super fun fight. Now, once again, I don't in any way claim to be one of the best Escape from Tarkov players, and we don't even really make plays like this all the time. But a lot of people ask how to be better in duos and squads and stuff like that. And it really is that you have to play with somebody a lot. Pick a squad, pick a few people, pick things you want to work on, try to do similar plays frequently, and you'll start to get into the hang of it. This was one where we didn't have to communicate too much, and the fight was just kind of over in a second or two, it felt like. But there was a lot of things in here, making sure that my aim was steady, or was as steady as it could have been, by not wiggling around, using good quality grenade tosses, using taunts to identify each other as a duo, just using aggression to your advantage. Now, I did get a little hurt from the grenade. If I had been shot, if I had a broken arm, if I had a heavy bleed, if I had a regular bleed, if there was anything, if I took any more damage, this would have changed, because I would have wanted to take a painkiller. Even if we still wanted to be aggressive, more time would have elapsed, giving them the opportunity to communicate and or get to a different position. So it's really about learning when and where you can just use like sheer aggression. You could probably make an argument that it was stupid for me to make the push because my head was a little damaged, but nothing broke. I wasn't bleeding. Nothing was damaged enough. I wanted to just push and finish this fight. So it's really about choosing when you can just overwhelm the other team with aggression and when you have to fall back. I've made videos before about how to take control of fights. That's a huge thing in Tarkov, being first to shoot, first to act, first to push, and just kind of pushing people back, applying pressure will often net you the win. And we've talked about a lot, whether you're solo, duo, or whatever, one of the best things you can do is keep your comms really tight and confuse the hell out of your enemy team. And a lot of times you'll catch people like that guy who I just caught right in the back running away because he didn't really know what was happening. So I hope this helps. I hope videos like this where we break down fights. I mean, obviously we do the other end too. We do the Lessons from Beyond the Grave series where we break down my deaths, my incredibly embarrassing deaths, and we figure out what we could do better. But if you're somebody that likes to play in small groups, 2s or 3s, playing with the same people and utilizing some of these strategies could help you just kind of overwhelm and take down firefights more in Escape from Tarkov. Thanks as always for taking the time to check out this video. It really, really does help me out. All of you guys that like the video, comment down below, or subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. If you're looking for people to play with, or if you're looking to find a duo or trio or squad that you would like to play with consistently, our Discord is an awesome place to be. We've got over 4,500 people. We've got a new Sherpa program. No matter what stage you are in your Tarkov journey, there's people in there that'll get some games with you and have some fun. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I will definitely see y'all on the next one.